Raise your glass, remember who you are, and join the Brotherhood.
Came to see what caused the big commotion, but he accidentally took a swig of Finian's blue potion. He's floating by the chimney pot and singing like a bird, the funniest police report that you have ever heard. So if you feel too heavy and the world is on your back and everything you're looking at is turning into black, just find the copper kettle and the spirit in the glass and watch the weary dusty world beneath your shadows pass. Yeah! 1 foot up, 2 feet up, don't you ever run. Magic and a heart that's feeling light. The whole of Ireland's floating in the middle of the night. Hey! Oh, don't you fall. We're the kings of nothing at all. Oh, don't you fall. We're the kings of nothing at all. Hey! Light, 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 light. Was clever, but he had a thirsty brain. He built a set of bagpipes from a broken railway train. He plugged them into a boiler and he turned the pressure high. The first note that he blasted nearly cracked the Dublin sky. We were sitting in the corner with a quiet pint of black when the pipes began to whistle like a demon on the track. The rhythm was so frantic that me boots began to smoke, and the barmaid started dancing till her wooden garter broke. The mayor was in the parlour trying hard to be discreet, but the music caught his ankles and he tumbled to the street. He did a triple somersault and landed in a bin. Then he hopped back in the window with a massive toothy grin. The table started spinning and the glasses started hop. Barnaby was screaming, oh, I don't know how to stop. The pressure gauge was shaking stop us with a Bible in his hand, but he caught a bit of rhythm from the crazy metal band. He threw away his collar and he kicked away his shoes, and he's doing Irish dancing while he's finishing the booze. The boiler finally melted with a whistle and a bang, but the music kept on ringing while the whole assembly sang. We don't need any engines and we don't need any gear, as long as there is rhythm and a barrel full of beer. Left foot, right foot, keep it in the line. Hey. Spinning like a dervish, feeling mighty fine. Hey. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Till the floorboards break and dance until they bend, with a steam-powered piper and a whiskey-loving friend. The guitars are a-roaring and the pipes are blowing steam. It's the wildest Irish party and a rowdy rebel's dream. We're spinning! We're winning! And the party's just beginning! Found a dusty hat behind the cellar door, the likes of which no living man had ever seen before. He put it on his balding head and started for the prance, like a champion of Ireland in a crazy metal dance. He swung a punch at Barnaby and kicked the table down. Then he bought a round of whiskey for the rascals of the town. He was laughing like a madman while he grabbed a passing lass, and he broke the chandelier with a flying pint of glass. The hat went flying through the air and landed on the priest, and suddenly the holy man became a dancing beast. He did a flip, he did a jig, he sang a rebel song, and he knocked the local sergeant through the window loud and long. It's cursed that the barmaid shouted as she ducked behind the bar. It's crazier than lightning and it's brighter than a star. But everyone was waiting for the hat to hit their head. I'll take a turn at glory, every rowdy drinker said. Hey! Pass it left, pass it right, we're the kings of the night. Hold me coat, watch me fly with a twinkle in me eye. Oh, it's the hat, it's the hat, it's the hat of Rowdy Jack. Once it's on your cranium, there is no turning back. You'll be fighting like a lion, you'll be dancing like a flame, and you'll never be a sober man or ever be the same. Hey, hey! The mayor tried to catch it, but it landed on a dog, who started singing ballads like a sailor in the fog. The cat began to play the spoons, the mice began to roar, and we all went sliding sideways on the sawdust of the floor. By the time the sun was rising, we were all a bloody mess, with a smile upon our faces and a lack of any stress. The hat is gone to Galway now, or maybe down to Cork, to find another party and to do its magic work. Oh! Left, right, kick 'em in the shed, grab a pint and let the fun begin. Who's next? Who next? Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Oh, it's the hat, it's the hat, it's the hat of Rowdy Jack. Once it's on your cranium, there is no turning back. You'll be fighting like a lion, you'll be dancing like a flame, and you'll never be a sober man or ever be the same. Where's me hat? Hey? Where's me beer? Hey? I'm the king of the party here. Let's go! Pipe, pipe. Pipe, pipe. kitchen wood for a never-ending feast. It wasn't built by carpenters, it wasn't built by men. It was carved by druid magic in a deep and misty glen. You don't need any money and you don't need any coin to get the local rascals and the party for to join. Just set your empty vessel on the center of the ring and watch the magic timber do a very wondrous thing. The wood begins to bubble and the wood begins to glow, and a pint of creamy Guinness starts to magically grow. It's colder than a mountain stream and darker than the night, with a head of foam so perfect and a color purely bright. And if you're feeling hungry for a bit of bread and cheese, the table sprouts a platter with a gentle wooden wheeze. It knows exactly what you want before you even speak. It's the greatest bloody wonder that a thirsty soul can seek. Tap the wood, feel the beat, lift your glass and find your feet. Oh, it's the table, the table, the table of the wise. It's the greatest bit of magic that was ever in your eyes. It'll fill your glass forever and it'll never let you down. It's the pride of all the drinkers in the whole of Dublin town. Dublin town. But the best part of the magic is the rhythm in the grain. It starts to thump and rattle like a heavy rolling train. When the fiddler plays a polka, then the table joins the fun and dances on its four fat legs until the day is done. It'll slide across the parlor and it'll spin around the floor and chase the weary taxman right out through the garden door. So pull a stool up closer and forget your every care. As long as there's a table, then there's magic in the air. One more pint, hey. Two more pints, hey. Three more pints for everybody. Oh, it's the table, the table, the table of the wise. It's the greatest bit of magic that was ever in your eyes. It'll fill your glass forever and it'll never let you down. It's the pride of all the drinkers in the whole of Dublin town. Filling town. Fill the cup, drink it up, never let the party stop. Fill a cup. Fight, fight, fight.
The newsman says the sky is falling. I hear the sirens loudly calling. The moon is red, the stars are gray. It looks like it's me final day. But I won't hide beneath the bed with a tattered pillow on me head. I'll grab me coat and find the lads, the rowdiest bunch me city had. The streets are wild, the world is mad, but Murphy's bar is not so bad. The taps are open, the stout is free. It's a grand old place for you and me. If the fire comes to take us all, we'll meet it standing proud and tall, with a fiddle playing fast and mean, the finest sight I've ever seen. The world is ending, the floor is bending, but we aren't leaving and we are grieving. So pour another pint before the heavens start
him, shut your mouth and drink. The coppers put their truncheons down and shared a toast for the sinking town. We've got the spirit, we've got the pride, with every brother by our side. If the devil's coming for the bill, he'll find us dancing on the hill. We're not afraid, we've got it made, in the middle of the fire parade. Drink, 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 drink! 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 So pour another pint before the heavens start to crack. We're going out in glory and we're never coming back. With the bagpipes screaming loudly and the whiskey flowing deep, we'll be the ones who sing it while the tired angels weep. Going down swinging. Going down swinging. Last round for the The stone is cold, the iron's thick. I've got a plan, I've got a trick. The warden sleeping in his chair with not a worry or a care. I've got a file inside me shoe and a message for me rowdy crew. At midnight when the owl cries, you'll see the fire in me eyes. I cut the bars, I climb the wall, I pray to God I wouldn't fall. The guards are running with their lights across the misty Irish nights, but I am gone like morning smoke. A rebel lad who broke the yoke. They've got the dogs, they've got the guns, but they won't catch the fastest sons. The sirens wail, the whistles blow, but I've got miles and miles to go. Run for the heather, run for the hill. They'll never break me, iron will. With the keys to the gate and the wind at me back, I'm jumping off the beaten track. One step ahead of the copper's hand, the freest man in all the land. Hey! I reached the pub by 3:30 and told the lads that I was free. We locked the door and barred the sash and toasted to me daring dash. Let them search the bog and glen, they'll never find me hideout then. For every wall they ever build is one more song the rebels fill. Faster! Hey! Can't you hear the boots? Hey! Can't you hear the shouts? Hey! I'm out! Run for the heather, run for the hill. They'll never break me, iron will. With the keys to the gate and the wind at me back, I'm jumping off the beaten track. One step ahead of the copper's hand, the freest man in all the land. You can keep your chains, you can keep your cage. I'm riding out a brand new page. Hey! 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 burning through me clothes. The greedy path is where it goes. Oh, never steal the leprechaun's gold unless you want to fry. You'll hear his cackle in the wind until the day you die. It's cursed and bloody, cold and old, a heavy price to pay. He's coming for his debt tonight and you can't run away. Me house is haunted, me beer is sour. I'm trembling in me darkest hour. He's under the floorboards, he's in the walls. I hear his tiny heavy footfalls. He doesn't want the money back, he wants me sold inside his sack. So if you see a rainbow, then take me advice and run, me friend. Give it back, throw it away. He's here to stay until you're dying dead. He's under the bed. He's under the bed. Oh, never steal the leprechaun's gold unless you want to fry. You'll hear his cackle in the wind until the day you die. It's cursed and bloody, cold and old, a heavy price to pay. He's coming for his debt tonight and you can't run away. He's coming. He's laughing. The gold is cold. The story's told. The gold is cold. The story's told.
I bought a pair of leather boots from a tinker on the road to help me carry home the hay and lighten up me load. But as I reached the dusty fork that leads to Murphy's door, me feet began to gallop like they'd never moved before. I tried to turn them to the left, I tried to turn them home, but they were headed for the place that serves the golden foam. I grabbed a passing lamppost just to try and make a stop, but the boots, they kept on dancing till I reached the lucky shop. I marched into the public house against me honest will, and the boots, they did a double shuffle right across the sill. I tried to sit me bottom down and have a glass of tea, but the boots, they kicked the table and they danced the jig for me. The barmaid laughed her head off as I spun around the floor. I was sweating like a worker while I headed for the door, but the boots, they liked the fiddle and they liked the banjo too, and they wouldn't leave the party till the morning sky was blue. Me legs are made of iron, my toes are made of lead. I'm dancing like a madman while I should be in me bed. Oh, it's the boots, the boots that love the beer. They're the reason that I'm standing and I'm shouting in your ear. They don't care for the missus and they don't care for the law. They're the fastest, wildest leather that the county ever saw. Hey! I tried to take them off my feet, but the laces held them tight. They danced me through the village in the middle of the night. They kicked the sergeant's bucket and they chased the neighbor's cat, and they did a grand finale on the taxman's Sunday hat. Now every time I put 'em on, I tell me darling wife, it's not me fault I'm drinking, dear, I'm running for me life. So if you see me spinning by with a wild and crazy glare, just know it's just me naughty boots a taking me elsewhere. Shuffle to the left, shuffle to the right, shuffle to the moving to the early morning light. Shuffle to the left, shuffle to the right, keep the boots a moving to the early morning light. Hail to, away we go. The boots that love the beer. They're the reason that I'm standing and I'm shouting in your ear. They don't care for the missus and they don't care for the law. They're
the county ever saw. I can't stop, hey, I won't stop, hey, till I reach the final drop. Hey! He had a shaggy hound, the biggest set of floppy ears in all the country round. But Barnaby was special, he didn't care for balls. He sat beside the drummer's kit inside the tavern walls. One night the band was playing and the rhythm started fail, until we heard a thump 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 from Barnaby's tail. He grabbed a pair of drumsticks and he jumped upon the bin, and played a beat so thunderous it made the rafters spin. Hey! Paw, he hit the cymbal high with a look of pure rock and roll inside his canine eye. The crowd began to whistle and the crowd began to roar as Barnaby did drum rolls right across the sawdust floor. He didn't want a biscuit and he didn't want a bone, he just wanted to be sitting on his rimming wooden throne. He played a polka metal beat that shook the very ground, the greatest four-leg drummer that was ever to be found. Four on the floor, tail on the beat, lift up your paws and move your feet. Oh, he's the drumming dog of Derry and he's got the golden soul. He's the master of the rhythm and the king of rock and roll. With a wag of his tail and a boom, bash, boom, he's the only one who's rocking in the middle of the room. Yo! Now the band is on a journey and the dog is in the lead. He's got a custom drum set for his every rhythmic need. He's got a line of groupies and he's got a silver bowl, and he's the only drummer who has never lost his soul. So if you're in a tavern and the music's feeling flat, just look beneath the table where the shaggy beast is at. Just give him one more Guinness and a rhythmic little tap, and he'll drum you all to glory till the heavens start to crack. A left paw, right paw, tail in the air every single day. Be smart. Oh, he's the drumming dog of Derry and he's got the golden soul. He's the master